Dear students, welcome to Study and Learn Academy. We have already discussed in last lecture separation of components of mixtures, the first technique, and we were discussing about the second technique of separation of components of mixture. So this is the third lecture of chapter 2, class 9th CBSE board. Decondition. A separating funnel is usually made of glass with a stop cork with drain pipe at bottom. The heavier liquid which is settled at bottom is drained out from the mixture of two immiscible liquids by opening of stop cork from a separating funnel. So you can see in this particular slide how the decondition process work. Now the next process is sublimation. There are many substances which are converted into gas from solid when heated and converted from gas to solid when cooled without converting into liquid. Such substances are known as sublime. For example, ammonium chloride, naphthalene balls, camphor, etc. Therefore, mixture of one sublime and other substances can be separated using the method of sublimation. The mixture of ammonium chloride and common salt can be separated out using the process of sublimation. For this, the mixture is heated in a china dish. The china dish is covered by an inverted funnel. Cotton is used for plugging the opening of the funnel. After heating, ammonium chloride is converted into vapor and gets deposited over the inner surface of funnel. Due to cooling, this leaves the common salt in china dish. Ammonium chloride can be taken out by scratching from the inner wall of funnel. So you can see in this particular picture how the sublimation process works. Now the next important technique is chromatography. Chromatography is a method of separation which works on the principle of travel speed of components of a mixture. This method is used for separating dyes and pigments from a mixture. Ink is the mixture of dyes of different colors. There are many types of chromatography. The dyes from an ink can be separated using paper chromatography. For this, a strip of filter paper is dipped in the ink. Particles of dye start rising on filter paper along with water. Different dyes rise with different speed because of different types of solubility in water and go up to certain heights. So you can see in this particular slide how chromatography process works. Now the application of chromatography. Chromatography is used in the separation of colors from dyes, in the separation of pigments from natural colors. It can be used in the separation of drugs from blood for pathological tests. So these are the various applications of chromatography. Now the next process, that is distillation. The process of distillation is used to separate two miscible liquids. The technique of distillation is based on the difference in boiling points of components of mixtures of miscible liquids. Distillation is to separate the liquids which do not decompose even up to their boiling points and should boil at more than 25 degrees centigrade. In the process of distillation, the mixture is heated after keeping in a retort or distillation flask. The liquid which boils at lower temperature is vaporized at lower temperature. The vapor so obtained is passed through a tube and gets condensed in a separate container, leaving liquid with higher boiling point in the retort or distillation flask. So this particular slide showing the distillation process, how that works. Distillation is used to separate the components of the mixtures of two miscible liquids without decomposition and have sufficient difference in their boiling point. The process of distillation is used to purify many liquids such as water. Now the next process is fractional distillation. So you can see this particular slide showing the setup of fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is the process of separation of components of mixture into parts or fractions on the basis of fractional difference in their boiling points. Fractional distillation is done when the difference in boiling points of the components of miscible liquids is less than 25 degrees centigrade. In the process of fractional distillation, a fractional column is used along with retort or distillation flasks. Fractional column is a tube which contains glass beads which facilitate surface for the vapor to cool and condense repeatedly. Example: ethanol and water are separated from their mixture using fractional distillation. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade, while the boiling point of ethanol is 78.4 degrees centigrade. Since the difference of water boiling point is less than 25 degrees centigrade, thus they are separated using fractional distillation process. Now some of the applications of fractional distillation. In petroleum refineries, petrochemical and chemical plants, natural gas processing and cryogenic air separation plants, in oil refineries to separate crude oil into useful substances, or you can say fractions, in the process of organic juice, in the separation of oxygen, liquid nitrogen and argon from air. Now separation of different gases from air. How to separate the various gases present in the air like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon. All these are the gases present in the air. So how to separate all these gases which are present in different composition in air? So air comprises of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and argon as major components. Since air is the cheapest source of these gases, thus these are extracted from air at large scale. After liquefaction of air by repeated compression and cooling, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and argon are extracted using fractional distillation. Liquid nitrogen has boiling point equal to minus 190 degrees centigrade and thus turns into gas first and separated from air. The boiling point of argon is minus 186 degrees centigrade. Therefore, it is extracted after argon. The boiling point of oxygen is minus 183 degrees centigrade. Thus, it is collected after the extraction of argon. Carbon dioxide turns into solid at a temperature of minus 97 degrees centigrade. Therefore, it is removed while air is put under liquefaction. Use: nitrogen is used as fertilizers, oxygen is used in hospitals, and argon is used in bulbs. So you can see in this particular slide the separation of components of air and their setup. Now the next process is crystallization. Crystallization is a process that separates a pure solid in the form of its crystals from a solution. The crystallization method is used to purify solids. For example, the salt we get from seawater can have many impurities in it. To remove these impurities, the process of crystallization is used. Crystallization technique is better than simple evaporation techniques as some solids decompose or some, like sugar, may get charred on heating to dryness. Some impurities may remain dissolved in the solution even after filtration. On evaporation, these contaminate the solid. Now the application: purification of salt that we get from seawater, separation of crystals of alum Fitkari from impure samples. Thus, by choosing one of the above methods, according to the nature of components of a mixture, we get a pure substance. With advancement in technology, many more methods of separation techniques have been devised. In cities, drinking water is supplied from waterworks. A flow diagram of a typical waterworks is shown in below figure. From this figure, write down the processes involved to get the supply of drinking water to your home from the waterworks and discuss it in your class. So you can see water purification system in waterworks. So this slide is showing that one. Now the important concepts maps. So you can see matter can be divided into pure substances and mixtures. Then pure substances can be divided into elements and compounds. Then homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures are there. So you can also divide homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. Different ways to separate solid mixtures: hand picking, sieving, magnetic separation methods, sublimation. So these are the various ways to separate solid mixtures. This particular slide also showing the various methods for separating components of solid mixtures. This is all about the today's lecture. So goodbye. Thank you very much.